Good morning, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. I'm in the beautiful city of Prague, Czech Republic. And Czech food is known for lots of meat and lots of beer. And so today we're gonna go on a traditional Czech food tour of Prague. I've gathered some of the restaurants that you all recommended me to eat while here in Prague. We're gonna eat a bunch of Czech food and experience the culture. This is actually my first day in Prague ever, so I don't totally know what I'm doing, but we're gonna learn. We're gonna eat a lot of food and I'm gonna share everything with you in this video. It's a little bit of a rainy morning, but that's okay. I think it will clear up. Maybe it will be a cloudy day. But just look at the views. Prague is an ancient city with so much history, with such a medieval feel to it. We're walking across the bridge to a restaurant for breakfast. It's just now, just about 8 a.m. I have reservations at this restaurant for breakfast. We're gonna eat a full breakfast spread. Okay, this is the spot, Café Savoy, since 1893. It's one of the legendary restaurants and cafes. A very classic place, a very heritage restaurant. I love the style, the high ceilings. I ordered the Savoy breakfast, which is a set. First comes with filtered coffee. A little bit on the light side, and then the breakfast should be, the whole breakfast set should be here very soon. Thank you. And Yin got the English breakfast. Actually, the English breakfast looks amazing. That spread of food with the sausages and the mustard and the egg over the toast. And then for me, so with the Savoy breakfast, it comes with some rolls. It comes with a Czech sponge cake, and I can actually smell the cheese. Yeah, that's the cheese coming off of the omelet. Just oozing with cheese and oh. Oh wow. The juiciness and the cheesiness of that omelet. I'm not sure what type of cheese it is, but it's a stronger cheese in that omelet, but that pairs well. Oh yeah, that is a good omelet. And I think this is the knife for the butter. Go try that sandwich. Open face sandwich, there's ham on top. Or is that an egg salad on the bottom? No, I think that's the egg from the top. It does taste like a potato salad on as the base of it. Mayonnaise with the ham, with the egg. Okay, and then finally the sponge cake. I think it's a little bit lemony tasting, or is that just the flavor? That's the type of kind of cake you want to wash down with coffee. I'm just gonna try a bite of Ying's English breakfast. That looks really good. I think that's sourdough bread with bacon with beans on top and also with a fried egg on top. And then add some of that mustard. Oh yeah, it's really good, yeah. The sweetness of the beans, the saltiness of the bacon, the creaminess of the egg, and then the mustard. They have a selection of different Czech pastries at the front that you can choose as well, so I had to try one. They all looked good. There's some apple strudel, there's some other like cream-filled things, but the one that stood out to me as one maybe I haven't had before. Not sure what all is in it, but then I believe she said on the top is curd cheese. Feel how crunchy it is. Oh yeah, there's definitely cheese. It's like sweet and sour and crumbly, and then that's a lot of just like crumbly cheese in the center. Okay, and that completes breakfast. Overall, pretty good and a really nice experience, really elegant place. The food is a little bit on the dainty side. Very nice place to sit, have tea, have coffee. From here, we're gonna walk across the bridge, and actually we're gonna go to the next bridge further down the river, which is one of the historic bridges. Take a look there, and then after that, we will continue walking around, maybe around the old town a little bit, and then to continue with this Czech food tour. Okay, we made it to the base of Charles Bridge, but look at this doorway entrance. That's beautiful. The different vines, the different colors, the greens, that's just fire red too. And this is one of the iconic views of Prague. I believe that's the castle in the background. And it's also nice to be here on the bridge in the morning, because in the afternoon or in the middle of the day, I mean, it's still busy now in the morning, but it is just packed in the afternoon.
Hello!
Hi, how are you? So it's nice to walk around at this time. Oh, and even with this clouds, it makes it kind of scenic as well. It just has this really medieval feel to it. But the views of the river, the bridges, Gothic architecture. Wow. From here, we're just gonna continue walking through the old town square, just see some of the iconic sites of Prague. And so you round the corner, come around the corner, and just it opens up, look up, and it just opens up into the stunning view of the old town square. This is probably the most famous site and monuments and square and just area of Prague. Everywhere you look, it's just stunning architecture, stunning scenery. I was wondering why there were so many people here, and we just happened to be here at the time of the changing of the clock, when there's maybe it's the changing of the hour? Oh yeah, it's 10 a.m. Okay, and that's why there's so many people standing around right at the famous clock and taking photos. Okay, now I know why that was. We got lucky to be here just at the right time, unplanned. Okay, I think we can continue with the food tour from here. From here we are walking, it's a little ways out of town to another square where there's a public transportation, and there's a hot dog cart there that is very well known, especially locally, as serving one of the best hot dogs in all of Prague. And that's it, I think I can see it underneath the trees. Could that be it right there? Yes. Right outside of the metro, right in the church plaza. This is the cart right here. Hello, good morning. Two, yes. One normal and one with a spicy?
Yeah. 50.
Sure. The unique things about this is, number one, it's stuffed from the top into the bun. And then number two, you think the bread is gonna be really crispy, but then you take it out of the cup, and the bread is actually really, really like soft and pillowy. I can feel it. I mean, it has that crust, but it's not crunchy anymore. I think it's been steamed, not toasted. Bread is like, yeah, it's very soft and supple. Wow. Okay. Okay. I do understand that is a masterpiece. That is a delicious hot dog. The bun on the outside is soft, but then on the inside, it like has that crunchy toastedness. It has that snap. It's meaty and juicy. I'm gonna kind of scoot the dog up a bit for my next bite. I wonder, it does go down all the way, but it's like totally clean because it's just in the bun, surrounded by bun. That just snaps. Oh, that's a good hot dog. Take care, man. Nice to meet you. Take care.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, how are you?
I'm your fan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you. Very nice. And from here, I think we're actually just gonna walk, because we're gonna go to lunch at this classic, it's a 100-year-old restaurant, and the food looks so good. That walk after that hot dog was well worth it. We have arrived. This is the restaurant. Over 100 years of culinary Czech food, culinary history. This is gonna really be like my first time to eat a full Czech meal. My first time. arrived here like just as they opened, just because I know this is a very popular place, but I love the classic heritage, the wooden tables. There's old photographs around the wooden benches. This is awesome. Okay. Yes, my first Czech beer has arrived. Look at that golden color, that frothiness. Wow, that is a lot of foaminess. Okay, but then for the menu today, I didn't realize the restaurant here, they really rotate their menu, kind of have a daily menu, different dishes. The waiter, he was really nice in explaining what the different dishes are. I ordered the 2 top dishes and then another dish. One of them is their signature dishes here, so that's gonna be coming, but then a couple dishes that I don't really know what it is, so you'll have to tell me what I ordered and what we got. I think that's pasta. Oh, this is like a chicken noodle soup, I believe. Oh, maybe this is good for non-cooking. Oh, this looks nice and like calming. Soft noodles and really soft carrots. The carrots are actually almost the same texture as the noodles. Well, that's that like very hammy tasting to me, salty, clear soup. Oh wow, that's warming, that's delicious. Yes, please, thank you. Beautiful food, and I think because the way Czech food is cooked, a lot of the dishes are slow cooked and take a long time to cook. So they're cooked previously, and then actually when you order, when they bring out your food, it's very fast. Like they just bring it to your table, it's ready. We got 3 of the main dishes, and again, I'm not totally sure of the different dishes because we just got the dishes on the daily menu, and it kind of rotates per day, I believe, except for their main dish, which is the quarter of a duck, which is stuffed with dumplings, bready dumplings. There's sauerkraut, there's a sauce, and then there's a cabbage, and there's a sauce on the side. I'm gonna begin with that. Let's navigate to that duck. Do we just tear in? Maybe just kind of tear into the top of it with some of that duck, with some of the bread dumplings. Oh, look at that. Oh, look inside of there. Oh, that duck is so tender. Oh, you don't even need a knife, you just like pull it apart. Oh, the drumstick is about ready to fall off. Okay, turn over to the drumstick. Should I just pull off the drumstick and all that skin? Oh wow, that is beautiful. Okay, I've just sort of destroyed the whole thing, but I think that might be the easiest way to eat it. Okay, I can't resist. I just got to take a bite of that drumstick. Oh, look at that. Oh wow. That is so tender, and the skin is crispy. That is incredibly tasty. That is delicious. I will tear off some of the duck, get into some of the dumpling, which is cooked in the crevice of the duck, so I'm sure it has accumulated some juices, some duck juices. And then some of that as well. Oh, just a bit of fennel as well. I'm not sure if it's from the duck or from the cabbage. Yeah, that bread dumpling inside of the duck is very hearty. Like fluffy but dense at the same time. And then you do taste the duck juices and then just that sourness coming from the sauerkraut. Okay, I'll try the next dish. This dish, I know it's not goulash on the menu. It's a different dish. I believe it was the hovezi tokan. I'm not totally sure, but it is one of the specials of the day, and it's like looks like a very thick, rich beef stew, again served with the bread dumplings. Oh, that's wonderful. It tastes like beef shin, I think, because it has that slight like grizzle in it, but in a good kind of way that just kind of like squishes between your teeth, but then the meat is tender at the same time. It's more like a thickening of the beef juices themselves, because it's really like beefy tasting. Oh, that stew is incredible. And these bread dumplings are the absolute, like, they just mop up all of that gravy, all of that sauce. I like how the bread dumplings, like they don't seem that heavy, but they're kind of fluffy, and I like how they absorb whatever liquid they come in contact with. And get one more of the bite with that bread, absorb it, get that beef. That beef is awesome. And then this is the third dish. Again, I'm not totally sure. Oh, is that tongue? Yes, I'm pretty sure it's tongue. Okay, and then it's in a really thick white sauce. I believe these are some kind of nuts sprinkled on top. And then this dish comes with a mix of both the bread dumplings as well as, I think these might be a different type of dumpling. Another type of bread dumpling or potato, or I'm not totally sure. Okay, we gotta start with that. That beautiful, beautiful tongue though. I can already sense the tenderness that's gonna overcome my mouth. Oh. Wow. That tongue is so tender. And then actually the sauce kind of threw me off at first. It's a little bit sweet. But then as you keep on tasting it, you really taste the horseradish in that sauce. You don't really feel the spiciness of the horseradish, but you really taste that earthiness of the horseradish, which is wonderful. I'm glad we got all three different dishes. They're all three totally different. Seriously good, like comfort food though. But okay, for sure, it is all about that stuffed duck, man. And that is their specialty here. That's what they're very well known for. I think almost everybody, at least at each table, at least everyone orders the stuffed duck. And it's worth coming to this restaurant in Prague just to eat their stuffed duck. Watch what you can do, how tender this tongue is. No knife required. That was a wonderful experience. Delicious food, hearty food, a nice like pub atmosphere. Highly recommended, and thank you to everyone who recommended it to me. Excellent experience. Okay, I think from here we're actually probably like, yeah, we're probably not gonna walk it all the way back. We'll probably jump in a taxi and head back to Old Town Prague.
Hello, Czech Republic.
Yes. Next up on this ultimate Czech food tour of Prague, we're stopping at a place that's known for their sandwiches, and I believe that their Czech-style open-faced sandwiches probably have at least maybe 24 different open-faced sandwich styles. A lot of the cured meats and hams and mayonnaise-y looking toppings, and then you can just choose what you want. They look really good. Hello, can I try this one and this one? Takeaway, please. And can I use the stroller as the table? Yes, yes, it works so perfectly. Micah's sleeping down below there, so be kind of quiet, and I'm not going to speak that loud, but it makes the perfect sandwich table. Okay, the salami, and then on the bottom is, let me just get a closer look at that. Oh, that looks like meat on the bottom. Is that like a meat salad on the bottom? I thought it was just like straight mayonnaise or like a potato salad. That looks like a ham salad on the bottom. Yes, that is definitely meat on top of meat. I'm not sure if it's actually salami or if it's a type of salami, but it tastes similar to what I would know as salami. This one is a little bit different. There's tomato, maybe cream, onions, pickles, and the beef. And some creamy cheese maybe. I like it with the tomato, the pickles, the onion. And then that is like I think it is like a cream cheese. From here we're gonna walk and we're gonna head a little bit north, cross another bridge to a park, and hopefully there's a good view over Prague from there, plus a beer garden. All over the entire, well actually I think only in Prague, in the old town center is where you'll find this, because it's not a traditional Czech food, but you do find it around this region. I think especially it's from Hungary and Romania, maybe Transylvania. We kind of caved in and just decided to try it because it's so common and you see everybody walking around with it, and it's just like stall after stall. What type of ice cream did you get? Oh. think it's vanilla, but with green color. Vanilla, right? Okay. Do you bite it or do you?
Bite it?
Do you bite it or do you? Oh, it's pretty solid. Bite it. Bite it is better.
Bite it.
It tastes kind of like a cinnamon roll, but more like condensed. Walking across the river now, and right directly up ahead, I think that's the hill where I guess we're gonna have to hike up there to the top. There's a beer garden, there's a lookout where you can, there's a whole park where you can see the view of the city. Okay, here we go. Up the steps. That was a good little workout. That was some much needed exercise actually after those heavy plates of lunch. But at the moment the beer garden is not packed, probably because of the weather, but it's not like freezing cold. But I bet in the summertime when it's really nice weather, this is the type of place that would just be packed. I couldn't resist. They serve drinks in a plastic cup and you pay 50 crowns for the cup so that you return it. A beautiful place, yeah. Underneath the trees, overlooking Prague. I think this is one of the highlights of the day right here, just this environment. I would say this is a must-visit place. It's so chill, it's so laid back. It's good to come here, especially with friends, but you could spend a whole afternoon. This is the perfect way to spend an afternoon in Prague. Final restaurant to end this ultimate Czech food tour of Prague. And when I reached out to you on social media, I put out a message and I said, like, where should I eat? And one of the #1 recommendations from many, many people was local. Hello. Oh, thank you. You came all the way to the end. It's like a giant hallway that probably goes on for at least 100 meters. It's a very like tavern feel to it. Okay, order drinks. They're very well known for their beer here, as many places. And I decided to, oh, here it comes. Thank you very much. I tried the dark beer this time. I like the dark one. It's like a stout, but not too heavy. Slightly chocolatey, coffee tasting, and now to order food. They have a lot of daily specials so not every Czech dish is available every day. I guess that must be common with restaurants. That's something I'm learning today. Thank you.
Potato dumplings. Rice.
Thank you.
2 pieces of pork belly.
Thank you. In 5 minutes your food is here, and one of the main dishes that I got, I apologize for my pronunciation in advance, but in Czech it's something like Vipro Nedlo Zelo, which is translated in English on the menu. I love how they translate it as juicy pieces of pork. The most common thing to eat it with is the potato dumplings. I'll scoot these on because you definitely need the gravy and all the sauce. With these, you need it. Okay, perfect. So of course I have to start with the juicy pieces of pork. Oh, and that's actually like juicy but also crunchy. You can see the crunchiness of it and some of the cabbage as well. Oh wow. Definitely juicy pieces of pork. But at the same time it's roasted, so it's kind of crispy on the edges. Gravy it up. You just like mop up everything with those dumplings. Yeah, you can see the fennel seeds in there. That's what you taste. Let's try the schnitzel. And this is 180 grams of a pork leg, deep fried. So it's a decent size, not huge. But what you can notice is that it's very thick. The meat is thick, the breading is thick. And then it's pork leg, which is awesome. I'll just squeeze on some of the lemon just on this side first so the other side doesn't get soggy. And then, can I just fork it off? Let's just kind of cut it in the center here so we get an idea of the interiors. Yeah, you can see it's not too thin on the inside. It's of thick, it has some thickness. And then fried in butter. Yes, you can actually smell that butter. Oh wow, they were not joking about the butter. That is buttery, but it is crispy and bready. The lemon is good to contrast that richness. Oh. That is really good. That is the definition of beer food though. The butteriness, the meatiness, you just have to. And then to balance the meaty dishes and also the meaty dishes and the hot dog that I've eaten today. Like slightly vinegared maybe. Like a little bit of a dressing on there, but very light. Oh, the horseradish in there.
Hi, sir. It will be a small present for you.
Oh.
I know you.
Oh, thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Do you know what is that?
No.
It will be the milk. You can take a milk just in the Czech Republic. And you need to drink that really fast because it's creamy. Okay?
So it's called the milk.
Yeah, it's milk.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Cheers. Cheers, thank you. Enjoy your stay here, okay?
Cheers, thank you very much. That was awesome. Oh wow, that was cold and refreshing. That she just came out of nowhere. She said she knows that she watches our videos. She brought over. She called it the milk. That just made my day. Thank you very much. And so that brings us to the end of this Czech food tour of Prague. For sure, the highlight that made my entire day is when she came over. I don't know, I was just like, I was focused on filming and like down on the food, and then she just came with a cup of Czech style milk, a cup of milk. Thank you so much. It was a very cool day. Prague is just a stunningly beautiful city. Just walking around, they don't call it the city of 100 spires for no reason. There really are. When you go to a viewpoint, when you get a sense, an overview, get your bearings of Prague, you see just all of the 100 spires. The skyline, the river, the historical beauty, the medieval beauty of the city is just beautiful. I'll have all of the information everywhere we ate in the description box below, so you can check that out. And I want to say a big thank you for watching this Prague food tour. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe and also click the little bell icon. That way you'll get notified of the next video that I publish. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from the beautiful city of Prague, and I will see you on the next video.